Hi there, this message is for the collective, for the people, members of this soul tribe that decide to come and view my collective readings, which they're far few in between, but I suspect this one is going to be pretty powerful because, I was going to do Scorpio's reading, but what was coming through was, I'm doing this like little meditation right before I'm about to do a reading, and what comes through are the Sioux. The Sioux tribes, that just real quick, just to let you know that the Sioux tribes, they're mainly like South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, those areas that it's been, obviously their land that they occupy has been dwindled over years, but famous Sioux members would be like Sitting Bull or Little Crow. They form, the Sioux tribe, it's composed of different groups of Native American tribes and the First Nations people. And they have two main languages, the Dakota and the Lakota. But those two tribes are considered allies even if they speak different, known as the Seven Council Fires. And so you may have seen the news lately, and it's definitely like a sign just that it's getting news. There's a white buffalo that was born in Yellowstone, and white buffalo, they're born anyway. So but for something to be so televised about that, and then this come to me in the a channeling is pretty, I think it's pretty profound. So the white buffalo prophecy, basically, that's prophecy of the Sioux tribe, right? Part of their prophecy, to sum it up, would be, and this is from one of their leaders, like that I'm quoting, okay? That darkness would descend over the tribe. The world would be out of balance. Floods, fires, and earthquakes would ensue. And then it kind of has like a little excerpt that says that basically the world is going to be saved by the peace of this white buffalo calf woman. Now, I'm really taking and picking this up as a divine feminine energy, coming in gently, soothing whatever it is that like feels like it's erupting. And that message came out, and then the message came, this is not just for Scorpio. This is for everybody. All right. So it's a message for everybody if you're interested in that stuff. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and see basically what are they wanting to tell us. Why are they coming through on my platform? Why are you coming through on my platform? Gold, mortification. These could be also your spirit team, your spirit guides, part of Native American. Is what I was picking up, is that if you don't have any blood in you, like blood relative, that know that you're still related by spiritual blood. Okay. All right. Yes, you're being guided. Like literally, this is a spirit guide. This is a spirit guide of yours, and it's not just, it is a spirit guide of yours, but it's for a lot of people right now. I feel like over the world, it's for a lot of people because it's a shared intake and a look into this prophecy that's the energy just building up to this energy is what it feels like to me. But you're being guided. This is a benevolent guide. This is coming through as saying, hey, we're kind, we're loving, we mean peace, we want peace for the whole world, and to know that that's like what that group's prayers are for, is for peace, humanitarian, for the whole world over. There's a lot of history though. I'm gonna have to read it because there is quite a bit of history for me to get caught up on, because that detailed of history, you know, treaties, reservation times, which really wasn't that long ago. Think about it, what, 1830 to 1890 or something. That period was really hostile, violent, all sides, every side. When one side was being pushed almost into a box to live a certain way, and it's very similar to what is being realized that you've all been going through for quite a long time, is the message. It's just a mass awakening, and I say that, just a mass awakening. Your shift causes, well, not causes, because it's all working in and out. Everything's like moving and working in and out, in and out. So with Earth's forces, with nature, you're getting upset at the same time that there's earthquakes, and the world feels like it's getting upset too with you or with everyone. But there should be like no fear, though. It's just that it's something that's been talked about for such a while that when it gets to a certain off balance, it has to be brought up for guiding, to guide. Oh, the lone wolf card. Lone wolf. Somebody's name or nickname could be Wolf, Gray Wolf, Lone Wolf, or something to do with the wolf. But this is about being a guide and leading the pack when you're hungry. Oh, yes, okay. When you're hungry, what are you hungry for? What are you hungry? So this card is literally saying that there's an instinct, there's a drive for your freedom, your sovereignty, your rights. And when there's so much information and awakening happening, there's a surge or urge of energy. It's a hunger. It's a hunger. It's no time for the deep rest or to be depressed about anything. Like something's going to start picking up. There's not going to be enough time for it. So it's like, imagine if you were depressed, but all of a sudden there's no food. And so, not saying this is going to happen to you. This is the example of the hunger that I'm trying to get to the point of how hungry. So you were depressed over whatever it was, whatever dark night was upon you. And then now you're real hungry, and it's like a force of showing you the balance of what's really necessary. What's going to make you have that drive to, I want to live, I want to eat, instead of some kind of illusion of being put down, held down, or even allowing that to happen. So it's a hunger that is going to be felt by a lot of people in different ways. The hunger is going to affect you in different ways. It's going to be a hunger for love. If you don't have love in your life, it's like, gosh darn it, I'm not living without this energy. Like, that's what I'm getting, is like, I'm not, I'm in such a situation or a box or a state of being that it's like exploding, as far as like, I'm human and I want this energy, and I'm not living without that. Like, nothing, no one can get in the way when everything is taken away. Also, so this could be a hunger for money. Say you focused on love all the time, you're always in a loving vibration, but things are getting a little tough, and it's inviting in these energies of fear. And so what is it then? So what is it? Well, there was always maybe a drive or a hunger for money or prosperity that was there, that was suppressed. And it could have been an over focus on, the love aspect. Love isn't everything, but you get what I'm saying, is like, so your focus or your hunger might go towards something that you're not used to having a hunger for, is what I'm picking up. And this hunger is ultimately everybody trying to find their own balance. And it can get, and as you know, things can go off balance, especially if you're real hungry and you go to a buffet, you probably are going to overeat. Right? So timing and patience, I feel like, that is nice, but something's going to be thrown out of the window, and you're going to have to, you'll be hungry and at a buffet. Okay. So ultimately, yeah, it's a drive for people to get that thing that they feel is missing in their life, is what the main message is coming through here too. The prophecy is just about the chaos that ensues when that stuff happens. Okay, why? Because there's consequences to actions, behaviors, decisions, choices. Saturn is not a light ruler. Saturn is, if you keep messing the say the ecosystem of the fish around the coral, like if you keep effing with something really is gonna happen. If you keep messing with like weather and stuff, oh my goodness, you're gonna throw things so off balance that you're all, for the sake of science, you may be causing some catastrophes for some people. So I'm looking at this as like the worldly effects of, and it's gonna shake up there's some consequences about things that haven't even necessarily been hidden. I think that there's a lot that's already been uncovered, and that's why this is the stage of like the eruption. This is not the calm before the storm. This is, you're already partially in the storm, but we're all part of it and can be part of pulling off like a healthy balance. Can all be part of that. Altering, changing, different timelines, different consequences. Some things though have been set into motion for such a long time. Ignoring unethical hunting practices, like things that have been allowed to go on for such a long time. Disruption of animal nature versus human nature versus kindness versus, like there's so many things off balance, that those things now we must like improve and then deal with these consequences. This is the big, like, daddy's coming and I'm making a decision, and the earth probably has already made a decision. I like cannot stop something that's already in process. Whoo, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, what you're gonna see is as things like continue to get let out from people's heart space, they're feeling, you know, like they should share more and more with everybody else, right? Sharing more with everyone. Okay, that's great. Well, and as things get exposed though, and as we have access to more cameras, we can, and we also have that good intuition to tell, you know when there's I feel like most people know when something is, they're actually looking at it, and when something is staged. Like, people are pretty good about that. They've been awoke to those energies anyways, and so the knowing to trust your gut and what you feel like is going to serve you really well. You're going to see people wanting to express a lot of anger. You're going to see people that are wanting, they're going to want to say, what the hell, we're going to go through this because of this, and this has been going on for how long? Like, that type of energy is what I get. Everything's changing. You have to let it out. This is, in a way, it's the opening of the heart space, or the throat chakra at its best, right? Saying, I'm going to express this. And so you should too expect the animals to express something. You should also expect the earth to express something. And when it expresses it, it's going to be heard. You're going to be heard. The earth will be heard. And a lot of stored up, pent up, repressed emotions and things that you deserve, or energies that shouldn't be held down, those things are going to come to the surface and be released and healed. Ultimately, it's release and healing. Well, I think it's like more of a, you're either going to make it or you're going to break it through this. More so make it. Bringing the balance. I mean, the prophecy ends on a good note. It's not like, oh, and this was the last time. No. Oh, that kind of looks like a pitchfork, doesn't it? Too. I mean, it might be, what is a scythe? But it looks a little bit like a pitchfork to me. Maybe a little bit. going to the Earth's heart, in the Earth's core, the secrets, and something that's going to be found as hidden treasure. It's very deep, though, very deep within the Earth's heart. You're gonna feel the Earth literally having a heart opening, and it might come across as needing to let go of some things that were off balance first. Feel your heartbeat, your heartbeat. So some kind of energy that's new, that's blossomed, will be released with whatever these natural things are, natural occurrences. It could be through a thunderstorm, releasing some information, some ions, some charge to influence, for influence. Get ready to rise up. Sublimination. Sublimination. Man. So you're ready to, they're literally saying you're ready to take flight. That's why you're being like heavily guided and protected. The prophecy talks of an energy that it can be talking about, I'm thinking it's talking about more than one person who, if you embody this certain type of light, then you would know that you're here for positivity, to spread joy, and to try to make things better. Like, you're here to make something better, not worse. You want it better. You want to feel better. You want people's bellies to be full. Like, you want people to be off hard drugs and not have to escape a life, right? Like, you want that. And so you people are the light workers, meant to rise above the problems, and your example is going to be the I'm even getting the Holy Spirit. Like, your example is going to show the power of the Holy Spirit through you, because of being able to have a peaceful mindset and vibration and energy when everybody else is losing it. Jeez. Talk about strong message. Strong message. I've also got my animal spirit. I think that would definitely be appropriate for this reading. So you're right to rise up. This is what's going to be expelled. Currently, the fog is on the surface, and you can't see all very well. But what clears up the fog? The warming temperature of something getting ready to be expelled. It's this rose wants to come to the surface, and there's a lot of other dark things that have to be expelled as it pushes its way open. So it's going to be like a natural consequence. I'm going to quote, because there definitely are some things here that this group is talking about that are to blame of maybe groups or corporations. Everything's kind of like a tribe in itself, isn't it? So what is going to be expelled right now, or when there is a fog, there is a haze there's confusion. There's also a feeling of this energy, like little molecules, like this vibration, like a feeling of this energy that you can feel. People might be reaching out towards their vices more than ever, just because this energy being so intense. We wouldn't blame you. Quotes. Because of the energy, but of course there's better ways to adapt to this energy, and more effective ways that are good for you too in the process, and so seek those ways. Oh goodness. Okay. Wow. Little Crow. I like that name. Busy Bee. Another Busy Bee. Okay, cool. We're starting off a new, like the new next deck for the reading. We're starting off with the same first card that came out in your reading. The bee. The guide. The bee. The bee, sweet like honey. Honey is very important. The bee is very important. Oh, okay. The bee specifically is very, very important for fertilizing, for crops to live, for the way that they reproduce, flowers. So bees go around, and they're like little machines. If you watch them, they're hard workers. They'll do it for hours. I've sat there and like laid out in the sun and just watched the bees go from flower to flower, because it's so, I'm here to do this. If you're another bee and you get in the way, it's kind of like a little agitation or frustration because they're trying to get their job done. And more respect needs to be given to the busy bee. You can also be in the archetype of yourself feeling like, I need to be the busy bee, because that's where you can truly channel this energy that's coming, is in your work. And it's something that you love, that you enjoy. Kind of using me as an example, in order to like get into what message I wanted to share, or what did I want to channel today, right? For my readings, is what I'm trying to say. I had to get more motivated, and so then this energy came through to me. So it's like an on-demand universe here in the spirit realm with you all now. I think the veil is very thin, and I think it's like I need that help. I want that energy here. Give me that energy. Or if you just make the thought towards it, that could be action towards it, because your manifesting is so strong and on point. So anybody that works or that wants to study bees probably should. Because of their importance of continuing to live and eat. And eat. Okay. So what else removes the fog, right? Usually time, within a certain amount of time. So there's definitely time or time frame that's coming across. Heat, time, weather, wind, raccoon, hidden, masked, kind of like this, rose, hiding, raccoon. This could be about hiding some kind of creative genius too within you. Whoa, okay. Hiding yourself, your true self. I don't know why. Maybe out of shame, but remember, whatever you've been through, nothing is wasted. The vulture spirit can tell you that. Coming around when there's death and decay, to pick up and reuse, recycling. Recycling spiritual. In a way, you are spiritually recycling. And so look at it as spiritually recycling when you go through a vulture period where you don't feel too great, or something's ended and something wasn't too good that ended already though, right? The camel in the reverse. This is again talking about where others are going to maybe give up on their perseverance, their journey. You're not. You're going to rise above and show how to persevere, how to move forward. Water is very important. If you're not drinking enough water at this time is going to help you also, because these are some intense energies that you're feeling. There's a need to be confident, defend yourself. Against most animals, the scorpion sting kills, right? So you got to be careful when you decide to use your Scorpion energy, but make sure that your defenses are up and that you're confident that you can fight for yourself, fend for yourself. And if you're not in that place that you like to be, then make that your goal. A place where you can completely fend for yourself is the best. No matter what you have to cut down or cut down on just to get to that point, it would be worth it. And then I have the tarantula. This is so much fiery energy. Fire, 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 and some air with... Whew, it's a lot of action that's about to be taking place is what it's meaning. A tarantula is the coming at a crossroads in life where you're merging with your soul purpose. Your soul purpose, and that is why you truly are being benevolently guided at this time. Should you ask for help, the energy help is completely available to you. I also have the starfish, because so you're appearing like you're that star seed, you're that embodiment of something that just makes you stand out, be more beautiful than ever, more radiant than ever. There's a calmness, a sweetness about it. It's divine beauty. It is. It's divine beauty. I'm going to pull one from the 108 Oracle here. The map. Exploration. Let's just see real quick what message wants to come out with this. And then I'm going to pull from your Oracle of Genetic Gifts and the angel number messages for you. Okay, it fell, so hang on 1 second. A 5. Look. 5, happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. The prophecy is occurring right now. Wow. Hammock. It's basically you're supported, okay? Meditate. Waiting. You might be suspended between two different things right now in limbo. You're in the process of self-actualization. You need to definitely focus on your balance, your rest, your mood, and how to get that best for yourself. The best relaxation, the choices and consequences that you make throughout the day that do affect how you're able to unwind and handle stress. One more. This is crazy. This is crazy. I have something also that maybe you don't see that, like I said, this is a big heart opening. So I have roses, love, romance, affection, high emotional IQ, gifts, friendship, infatuated, enchanted, passion. That could be passion too, that hunger, the driving hunger. It's like I said, you might be you may have a hunger for love. All right, fortress, fortitude, staying power, stubborn, sealed off. It says prepared, ready for anything, to endure. True grit, you have what it takes. It's like you're doing this journey into the Middle Earth and you've got to take all this stuff with you on your backpack, right? You only have this backpack. It's like a spiritual pilgrimage. You need to pick what you would pick. If that's all you had to take with you. And then you worry about everything else as it comes with an open heart, but something's good. I don't think there's lots of roses. There's lots of things that you're going to find within the earth's heart. Wow. Fairy tale. Believe the impossible. Daydream. Interesting. There was a quote from the Sioux tribe too, and I don't know. I'm gonna like paraphrase. It says something about our young men don't work. Working men don't dream, and we need our men to dream. I mean, it's just so beautiful. Oh God, it was so beautiful. So here reminds me of that romantic ending. Hello, happening now. Romantic ending. Universal archetypes. Daydreams, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful, and the stories we tell. Oh, so beautiful. Be like a child, childhood, innocence, playful, growing, friendship, lightness of being, need of others, rewriting the past, being part of a tribe, loving life, no worries, inexperience, growth, and new beginnings. This is growth. All right, indigo child. And astral projection I saw too. So let's get this for the collective message. The Oracle of Genetic Gifts, one of our closing cards. An empath, of course. Extremely sensitive person, and you feel another's emotions. Completion, guys. Nirvana plane, 12-strand DNA teleportation. This is ascension number 10. It is completion. Author. Spiritual experiences, guidance, and healing. Dark night of the soul, path of initiation. Very big message for Cancer's reading too. 1978 to 1988 might be significant with indigo child, a person or you. Ooh. But indigo child can go from 50s to now, you know, so yeah. Anyway, ancestral line, older than earth. And your hunger, it feels like, is to bring elements of that, of wherever that is, other than earth, here, in a peaceful way. Akashic records, all souls, universal events, past, present, and future. Is this access to this? Have 3, ascension number 3, air, in-breath, decodes energies. And the example I get with that is that it may be quite literally, because oxygen in your blood, getting your oxygen level up by breathing good, that helps your neurons transmit messages. Okay, so it's all helping. And so yes, in a very logical way, it's helping your body communicate by breathing in new energy. So if you get an energy of feeling overwhelmed, anxiety, or you're just in a new place, you want to know, what is it about this place? Take a few deep breaths, you'll get some information that maybe you previously wouldn't have had the strong enough connection in your body to receive. Something like that. Okay, and then I have telepathy, thought reading, extrasensory perception. Look at the 9 and 3s. Extrasensory perception, ESP, telepathy. Whew. Closing out for collective. I do have private readings available, guys, by the way, if you need some. I have been appreciating those. I've been appreciating super thanks and chats and things like that. Thank you so much for all the support. I truly appreciate, and I send my support right back out in the form of some love. Whoop. 12 to 13, you're ascending. 12 to 13. Wow. 13 associated with the death card in the tarot. What was on the bottom? 4? Stability. Your stability. Okay. 12. Creativity is a driving force in your life. Your imagination is rich, and you are able to express your feelings and insights in unique ways others can benefit from. I am a visionary. 13 says, I am confident. You're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. And that's what I've got for this group. Thanks so much for being drawn to this reading at all. I thought it was a beautiful message. And thank you to the Sioux Tribe Energy for facilitating this reading with me. Big thanks from my open heart space. Sending love to everyone. Bye.